Today we will talk about the remake of the series Obi-Wan Kenobi from the author Pixel Joker 95. This is probably one of the most anticipated Star Wars projects at the moment. If someone does not remember this, then I will briefly explain. Pixel's fan-made remake of Obi-Wan called Trials of the Master is a revised version of the series. Lucasfilm spent only $90 million on such an important project, so in some places it looks just disgusting and the cheapness catches the eye. The darkness, the shaking of the camera, the cheap scenery as if from a children's theatrical performance, the bad costumes and so on. Pixel Joker 95 decided to independently refine the series to a normal state, adding new visual effects, new scenes, and correcting frankly bad and illogical moments to make everything look beautiful. Throughout the video, you will see the fruits of his work on the screen and understand why I praise his project so much. What's going on with the remake at the moment? What news is there from the author? And when should we expect the release? Pixel recently released a video on his channel and talked about everything, and I'll share this story with you. It will be interesting, so you can immediately like and subscribe to the channel. In general, Pixel Joker 95 himself is a professional visual effects artist who has worked on several Hollywood films as well as a big fan of Star Wars who, like many of us, was dissatisfied with the quality of Obi-Wan Kenobi, which came out as a frankly cheap and empty series, although it was the most important project for all fans. So Pixel decided to personally work on finalizing the series, calling the project Trials of the Master. For 2 years, he posted various remake developments on his channel and it impressed the fans, that is, us, and we all had high hopes for him because Obi-Wan is one of the most charismatic characters and his story is of great importance to the entire universe. But how Lucasfilm reacted to the series? It's a real crime about him, and so, in his spare time from his main job, Pixel Joker 95 was creating new visual effects for his remake. And the trailers showed how much better the series looked in his performance, but over time, the author realized that reworking the visual alone was not enough, so he had to rethink some unsuccessful scenes, changing them using graphics so the series looked better in all aspects. For example, in the scene when Vader impales the third sister, in the original, for some reason he continues to stand like a statue in place and watch as the Grand Inquisitor talks to her. Although he shouldn't absolutely give a shit about it, so in the Pixel remake, Vader immediately leaves the scene, leaving Reva to the Inquisitor, thereby demonstrating that he doesn't care about such a small thing. And in this stupid scene, when Obi-Wan hits the stormtroopers like a club, the author added a little dismemberment, and now their heads fly off their shoulders, as they should. Well, one more scene for example, Obi-Wan digs up Anakin's lightsaber, buried in the sand next to which lies the kyber crystal from his teacher Qui-Gon's sword, which is more logical, whereas in the original, Obi-Wan for some reason buried his own along with Anakin's sword, although his direct responsibility was to protect Luke. How would he do that without a sword? And there will be 100 or maybe 1,000 such good moments in the remake. My favorite is to change the visual of the oceanic moon Nur, on which the Inquisitor was located. In the Pixel remake, it will look very beautiful and exactly like in the Fallen Order game, And by the way, an interesting fact is that Nur is located in the same system as Mustafar, so a volcanic satellite is visible in the sky above the Inquisitorium. Moreover, Pixel even had to arrange full-fledged filming in the pavilion to diversify some scenes. Do you understand how much extensive work is being done by one person? And now the most important thing is, how is the project doing today? Pixel Joker originally planned to release a remake in 2023, but it didn't make it, and it disappeared for as long as a year and a half. There was no news from him for a long time, which caused people to worry that he had stopped working on the project. The author broke his silence on December 31st, right for the celebration of the new year, and posted a video with answers to all important questions. First of all, Pixel reassured fans of his work and denied all rumors about the termination of work on the project. Everything is fine, he continues to create a remake, and the New Year's message behind him shows an open project in a video editing program. As someone who understands this, I will say that it looks very impressive, and the program does not include the entire amount of work. The author said that in recent years he has had problems at his main job, largely related to strikes, which is why he had to take on literally any project, even the smallest ones, to provide for his family. He was quietly remaking Obi-Wan Kenobi in his spare time, mostly in the late evenings, but now the Pixel has sorted out all the difficulties and continues to work fully on Trials of the Master. In addition, as I said, as the work progressed, he realized that just refining the visuals was not enough. He needed to redo entire scenes, so he took on the role of a kind of hero who would single-handedly save the series and give it a second life. I'm just wondering how Lucasfilm feels about the project. As the experience of the past has shown, the company perceives such fan creativity extremely negatively. They just can't stand it when someone does better, and especially when someone without millions of dollar budget is finalizing their own projects instead of themselves. It all depends on exactly how the author is going to distribute Trials of the Master. Whether you need a paid subscription to Disney Plus for this, or whether you have to raise the pirate flag, if you know what I mean. I hope Lucasfilm will let the author finish his work anyway and please his fans, rather than strangle him with all sorts of lawsuits. But okay, let's not talk about the bad, let's hope for the best. As for the release date of the remake, Pixel Joker is not ready to name it yet. There is still a lot of work ahead, but there is also a lot of work behind him, and he will announce the release date only when he realizes that he has implemented everything planned. Maybe he will name a date at the end of this year or maybe next year. Anyway, we are very glad that the author has sorted out all the problems and continues to work on the project, because only thanks to him do fans still have hopes that one day the disappointing series will find a new life and become at least a little closer to the level it was originally supposed to be at. We wish Pixel only success, and let's support him by writing comments under his latest video, thereby showing how important the creativity of such talented people is to us. I'll leave a link to his video in the description. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm saying goodbye to you for a while, but I'll be back very soon. Bye bye.